Jason Decanio Show. Starring your host, Jason Decanio. On the Jason Decanio Show, you get the greatest of music, news, weather, and of course, news of the weird. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, the Jason Decanio Show, the greatest listener-supported internet radio station on this great planet we call Earth. And now, the guy that's so cool, they gave him his own radio station, Jason Decanio.
Thank you, everybody, and welcome to this edition of the Jason Decanio Show for Saturday night, July 19th, 2014. It's 10:30 here at the WJDC studios in beautiful Oviedo, Florida for episode number 385. And tonight we're doing a very special episode where we're going to have a very special interview with a special person. My girlfriend is on the air tonight. Usually she's helping me host the show, but tonight we've got a very interesting subject for you because, well, you all know what's been going on with me and the cyber stalker Ebayisajoke for the last year and a half now. And my girlfriend, who's been very supportive. Yes, I do have a girlfriend. I'm not gay. We are going to I'm going to be interviewing Stephanie and getting her I've kept her back in the sidelines for such a long time because I did not want her to be exposed. I don't think she deserved to be exposed. But Ebayisajoke has basically taken this too far. And it's time now for Stephanie's answers and reactions to what I'm going to basically ask her to evaluate on. Because we want Ebayisajoke to know that he is not going to get away with this shit, okay? You basically, and you know, Charles, you think this is funny, but let me tell you something, my friend. The next answers in the next hour that are coming out of Ms. Breon's mouth could land you in very, very, very serious trouble. So if you think that I am manipulating my own girlfriend to attack you, no. This is. I make a disclaimer right now. I'm asking Ms. Breon very honest questions. I'm giving her very honest pieces of information. And at the same time, she will basically give the answers because she knows what's going on here, Charles. She knows exactly what's going on here. And for all those who are now never got to basically get an interview like this or be interviewed about a particular person, this is the first. This is going to be a first for Stephanie. I also want you to know that we have tissues just in case. And I'm going to bring up Stephanie right now. Good evening, Stephanie. How are you this evening?
Hanging in there.
All right, just tilt the microphone. Okay, speak into it really good, really deep.
How's that? That better?
That is very good, yes. That microphone has a very good range, and so we want to get the answers in perfectly. So, anyways, you doing okay tonight?
I'm hanging in here.
Okay, in no way, shape, or form are we showing any favoritism to this tonight. I am addressing her as Miss Stephanie Breon.
Of course.
Okay. And before we even go into the in-depth questions, there are a couple questions I have to ask. Were you in any way, shape, or form forced to do this interview by me or any other affiliates of
no
the side that basically is going
this
after?
This is my choice.
This is your choice. After further review of what you have dealt with me and what we've been attacked on, did you finally realize that this was the time to come out, or did you want to come out sooner, but probably thought, no, I
have wanted to express my opinions, but I chose to try to stay in the sidelines because after seeing what you've been through, I didn't want the same thing to happen to me. But it's been going on for too long, and now since from what I've seen, I'm being drugged into this not by my personal choice. I'm feeling that it's time for me to step up and express my thoughts and opinions.
Okay. All right. Very good. You heard it, friends, that in no way, shape, or form I did not entice my girlfriend to, and we've been together now for what, 20 months?
Little over 20 months.
Little over 20 months. So there is no, I mean, now eBay is a joke. You know that I have a girlfriend if you did not already. So the whole homosexual thing, that's on you, buddy. That is totally on you. Okay? We're doing this interview because now you've accused my girlfriend of a lot of things. You've accused her of basically sleeping with the enemy. You posted an article about her without her consent. And then you're impersonating her by using her name to make lewd comments on your stupid videos and your website, which we will expose yet again. So let's go ahead and start first off. And I guarantee you that no matter what you say here, he will poke and prod for your information. That's, you know, you are aware of that fact.
I'm aware of it.
I mean, there should not be a lot of information on you on Google. I think prior to, do you know of any? I mean, other than being
other than other than being on Facebook, that's all I can think of.
Okay, you don't have a Twitter account.
I do, but I'm hardly ever on it.
Hardly ever on it, so you don't have to, really worry about it ever getting shut down. I mean, I have a Twitter account, but I don't hardly ever use it. It's like, okay, you seen one tweet, you seen them all pretty much.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So one could say that if they tried to look you up to find you, would they be able to succeed?
They might be a link to find me on Facebook. Maybe that's all I can probably think of. I haven't tried to find myself through Google search.
Mm-hmm. But now, considering the fact that that is eBay is a joke, has basically made an article about you, you now are searchable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because of the SEO.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which the only thing he should be worried about right now is the FBI.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Definitely.
But so how concerned are you that your personal life could be exposed after this interview?
Honestly, I'm not all that concerned because most of my friends that are on Facebook are just mostly people that I from my area, from Kissimmee.
Uh-huh. Well, now you just gave away pretty much. You just gave away where you lived, but not personal directions or anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that. But
it's a pretty big area.
Yeah, so if you're familiar with the area, eBay's a joke. Why don't you come on out and do something about it, smart ass? Since you're only about an hour and a half away from Doc at Mr. Ed Kuhn, and we'll talk about your opinion about Mr. Ed Kuhn in a little bit too, because he has been pretty much. I don't think he has said too much about you, but after this interview, considering that you're in close proximity to him, distance-wise, you're even closer than he is. You're closer than I am to him.
Yeah. Only by location.
Only by location. Yeah. And so we'll get into that in just a little bit. So, like I said before, friends, this interview, like I said, has not. This is not going to be like putting Stephanie on the stand of a court testimony. Okay, this is also basically going to let eBay is a joke know that we are not fucking around here, okay? And that one man's statement, now one woman's statement, that people are speaking up against eBay is a joke, not for what he does against eBay, but for what he's doing against just in general. So we're leaving the whole eBay PayPal thing has nothing to do with this interview.
No, not
This
at all.
is okay. So first of all, let's go ahead and start with the article that basically got you exposed, and this article was posted on looks like, I'm not really sure there's an exact date. Okay, this article was posted on April 27th of this year on the Stop Internet Fraud Team website that he runs. Title of the article was, Does Stephanie Breon Really Know Jason Decanio? Well, Stephanie, for your sake, I'm going to go ahead and read the article word for word,
Okay.
and then I'll ask you for your answer within that, okay?
Okay.
Because we want people to know that he did write this article, and if he tries to deny it in any which way, it was already recorded.
Yeah, exactly.
Starts out, says, would Jason Decanio's girlfriend, Stephanie Breon of New York, really be with him if she knew exactly what this guy's mental condition was all about? Apparently, Stephanie Breon, who has hooked up with Jason Decanio of Oviedo, Florida, through a website called Plenty of Fish, has no idea who she's involved with. He is dangerous, and he may involve her in such crimes as mail fraud and internet cyberbullying and stalking. We call Jason Decanio the Walgreens employee going mad because we have video footage of him beating himself up with his own fists and screaming on video like a child gone mad. We offered to get help for Jason at one time, but he declined. Jason Decanio's newest YouTube channel is The Queen's New Yorker, starring only himself. An online radio show revealed the two being together almost 9 months ago. Jason Decanio has been bullying and stalking Ebayisajoke for over 2 years on YouTube, false flagging his channels and filing false copyright and inappropriate comment claims on his eBay videos to get them removed. Could eBay Inc. have some sort of involvement here? We don't know for sure, but anyone that can tie Jason or Stephanie to eBay Inc. or PayPal should drop a dime at the following email address, and you will remain anonymous. We also have many of Jason Decanio's YouTube channel comments screen captured at showbusters.org, where we reveal just who Jason Decanio is through his multiple use of fake accounts. We have a video of him threatening people on YouTube. YouTube has since terminated many of his accounts, but we backed up all the footage we could for you to witness and be the judge. Tell us what you think. Should Stephanie Breon escape this madman while she has a chance, or will she stick up for her man and possibly be implicated in such internet cyber terrorism that has become this ex-New Yorker? So, from all that, what do you have to say?
Well, let's see. From the first line, I'm having to laugh because, to be honest with you, I've never even been to New York. I would love to visit someday, but I've never been there.
Okay.
I will not reveal where I'm from originally because
Right.
of my personal past memories, and I'm trying to forget that.
Okay. So evidently he found you on Plenty of Fish. So
Yes, I was on there, and one of my coworkers. I will not release where I work at because it's none of nobody's business where I work at. So, anyway, had told me about it and helped me sign up onto the website. So that part is true. I was on there. Yes.
yes, but as soon as you met me and we started dating and getting serious, we went down. We closed our account.
I know I definitely closed my account.
Yes, what
I
you
did
should
that
do
day.
is, if you are dating someone, even for a little short period of time, you should terminate your account. You can always open a new one. It's free on Plenty of Fish, but people are too lazy to close their accounts, and they wind up staying up there, and somebody has the misconception that they're single, and I'm dating someone at the time and I'm not available. Oh yeah, well your profile says you're still available.
Exactly.
So it's like a wild goose chase.
Definitely.
So, according to his article, he says, I'm dangerous and may involve you in such crimes as mail fraud and internet cyberbullying and stalking. What do you have to say about that?
I'm literally rolling my eyes and going, whatever. You are not a dangerous person. If that was the case, I probably wouldn't be with you to begin with.
Or would be here in this very room interviewing
Exactly.
me right now. Or being
Exactly.
interviewed. What was your opinion on the mail fraud?
What mail fraud?
Okay.
I'm remembering that, but you had nothing to do with that.
Well, let's refresh everybody's memory as to what Ebayisajoke has basically accused me of. He accused me of sending him fake magazine subscriptions or subscriptions to magazines, charging up his credit card, and then yet sending all of the invoices to his address. Now, on numerous occasions, I have told that fat bastard that I don't know where you live, don't have access to your credit card, don't even have access to mail subscriptions, but the motherfucker still insists that I'm the culprit who did this to him. And yet, we have all evidence pointing to his fat body, and we will use that intention because this motherfucker is 450 pounds of nothing but a waste of everybody's fucking time. But here's the thing. Okay, he charged his own credit card. We know that for a fact. He took pictures of the very magazines because, and he subscribed to the very magazine called The New Yorker because he figured, well, if Jason's got the Queens New Yorker, I got him right where I want him. I'm going to allegedly accuse him of it. And that's what he did. But he's still convinced to this day, and you've seen it.
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
And I can tell you for a fact, I have never seen any of those kind of magazines in any store whatsoever. So I don't know where he's getting where he's finding these magazines from.
Yeah,
because they're not in any stores around here.
And surely, friends, no one could get a subscription to the New Yorker magazine unless you live in New York.
Exactly.
Okay, and we all know that Ebayisajoke lives in Canton, Michigan. So the only way he could possibly have gotten the fraud or the magazines is through online subscriptions, which he is online 24 hours a day. We know that for a fact. Internet cyberbullying and stalking. So did I ever involve you in any of that stuff?
No, not at all.
Okay. Let's see. Considering the fact that he says that I've been bullying and stalking Ebayisajoke for over 2 years on YouTube, false flagging his channels, and filing false copyright and inappropriate content claims on his eBay videos to get them removed. What do you...
Well, to be honest, he's the one that's starting all this mess, and you're just trying to defend yourself.
Okay.
And that's what I have seen from the sidelines.
Mm-hmm.
He has been stalking you more than anyone I can even think of, in my opinion.
But Stephanie, what I'm trying to say is have I flagged his channels?
You have negged his channels and his videos, yes, but you've never flagged them.
Well, flagged them falsely.
Exactly.
Okay, but you will admit that I have done that, though.
Yes.
Okay, so if I'm the only thing I may be guilty on is is flagging his channels, then I am not breaking the law because there is no federal crime. Because he says, well, there's a federal crime against flagging.
No, there isn't.
When it comes to flagging channels, Ebayisajoke, you are the master of that because you will flag it for no apparent reason. The reasons why I have flagged your videos is because you speak out in hatred against a major company, 10 people who are telling the truth against your ass, okay? And you are threatening and harassing people on your videos, and YouTube will not tolerate that. Now, what of your thick skull do you not understand? And you can agree with that.
Definitely. And it's part of YouTube's community guidelines. You're not supposed to do all those things, and yet he's doing it.
Right. There you go. Now the question he says is, could eBay Inc. have some sort of involvement here? Remember again, friends, we're not centering this around this, but he somehow has to throw eBay into it. What do you think?
I have nothing to do with eBay. I've never been on eBay. I don't even care about eBay because eBay is really... what's the word I'm looking for? It's not as bad as like Craigslist, but still,
yeah,
you're taking a risk in doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have heard some things about eBay, good and bad, but I don't bother with eBay.
Mm-hmm. So in other words, you think that they just are in some way. I mean, how would you think that they are? Are they covering up for something? Who knows?
Who knows?
Okay.
I don't even know where in the world he's getting the idea that I'm somehow connected to eBay.
Well, I can answer that question because you cite with me and with Joseph DeMarco. So he's putting 1 and 1 and 1 and 3 together to try to say, oh, well, maybe they do sell on eBay and PayPal. And I've even said, hey, look, you could never find me on eBay. I don't have an account. Even if you searched and you typed in my name and tried different nicknames, you wouldn't find me. You wouldn't even find Stephanie.
No, you'll never find me on there because I've never been on there.
And I wouldn't even, and even if Ebayisajoke wasn't even on there to begin with, I still wouldn't go on eBay or PayPal.
Me either.
It's just not a safe place to sell.
No.
I think all online businesses is not safe because unless you're dealing directly with the business itself and not the individual.
Yeah, like Best Buy or Target or Walmart.
Yeah, Walmart online, the Target.com or Best Buy. Yes. The store that has a company that has a brick and mortar store and a website is much more safer than just if they were on the online and that was the way they were only going to generate any revenue.
Exactly.
Now, what do you think of his accusations of me with fake channels and fake accounts?
You don't have any fake channels or fake accounts. You only have the Queens New Yorker channel.
No, I have 3.
Well, the main one you have is the Queens New Yorker, and that's the one you've been using most of all.
Right.
The other ones you haven't really done much on.
Well, not really, no. I do have Life in the Fast Lane.
Yeah.
And I have the Jason Decanio channel itself. And those are the 3 channels, and I've said it in numerous videos, Ebayisajoke, that those are the only 3 channels that I have.
Yeah.
So
but the Queens New Yorker one is the one you use most of all to do mostly of your videos, and you talk about the area of Queens.
And that's where we stay. We stay on topic until somebody decides that they want to get a little bit fresh with me and decide to threaten me. So, of course, I'm going to take it upon myself on that particular episode and defend the channel.
Exactly.
I made those videos during the Christmas week and before New Year's to mainly defend the Queens New Yorker, the first Queens New Yorker channel, because that one got shut down due to Ebayisajoke falsely mass flagging all the time with his fake channels. And he even admits it too. And you must be proud of yourself, you fat boy. Yes. So, In retrospect, of course, I don't have fake accounts. And he's also accused you of sleeping with the enemy. What do you have to say about that?
The only enemy I see is him. And why would I want to sleep with... Why would I even... Ugh. I can't even think of it. Yuck.
Well... YouTube. He says that YouTube has since terminated many of his accounts. Well, I think they've terminated many of your accounts, fat boy.
Exactly.
And Ebayisajoke. May I remind you, of course, that you yourself even did a video of how to fudge numbers on YouTube. So if I was you, I would not want to even. I wouldn't even answer anything that I'm telling you right now with any kind of wording, because what's going to come out of your pie hole is going to make you even look like a darn fool.
Exactly.
Yep. So that was the article, and that was over 3 months ago. Now let's go to Ebayisajokevideo.com, where it's home to everything Ebayisajoke. And what do you think of the video he does that says Jason Decanio gets lucky with something better than Stephanie?
How? What? I've seen it.
Well,
because you showed me, and I'm still to this day trying to figure out what in the world is he trying to say.
Well, let's get some audio of this. and then you can listen to it. And here we go.
Yeah, Jason getting pussy is about the funniest fucking joke any fat comedian could tell to an audience. Yeah, the reason why I made this photo is to make a joke about Jason because, see, I think he's gay. Yet, he calls me a faggot in one of his videos, so he might even be gay. We know he looks gay. We know he talks like he's gay. Ding, ding, where's the bell, motherfucker? You ain't used the bell. So, I'm definitely paying him a compliment here. I figured I'd do something fun for once. I know all of you are going to get a kick out of this. This guy, he talks gay, he acts gay. I think he's gay. And it's kind of funny how Mr. DeMarco talks gay, acts gay, looks gay. These guys could be perfect pen pals. Perfect pen pals, that's right. See, I teamed you up with somebody that's a little bit better looking than what you got, because this girl right here would be about the best thing you'd ever had in your whole fucking life.
And on that happy note, what's your reaction to that video?
My reaction to that is something I can't. I want to cuss him out.
Go ahead.
But
Go ahead.
the motherfucker doesn't know who the fuck he's talking about. And I'm sorry, I'm trying to keep it down.
Yep, that's fine.
But still, he needs to he just needs to learn to shut the fuck up and mind his own goddamn business.
That's.
I'm sorry.
No. But what I'm saying is if that was the case, that would be too easy.
Yeah.
You don't understand. This guy doesn't know how to shut up. Okay. Here are some of the comments that he's made on this very video. Remember, friends, these are all fake. With let's see. Teletubby says this girl is way, way, way out of his league. Susan Foster, I would never kiss Jason because he stinks. Neil says she better bleach her tongue after licking his face. Only dogs lick his face. Tampa Terry says obviously this girl is drunk and he must have paid her to go to the fair. Doc Terminus of Passamaquoddy says Jason singing "We're up all night to get lucky, but where is the dunce cap?" Just a matter of public opinion, as Jason has stated. The latest podcast was horrific and boring. He has no charisma being a podcast host. About 1 or 2 listeners per show. Did Ustream recently shut his channel down? And if Jason wants to be the hottest name on radio or internet or a public figure, he needs to learn how to take criticism better. Seriously. Decanio Finisher says, haha, go to Facebook and find Fat Slob Stephanie Breon. This is much more Decanio's league. They are actually, in essence, perfect for each other. Let's hope they don't bump uglies and leave it in. There are way too many ugly, retarded nerds already. Telebuddy again says, sounds like Jason got a few YouTube channels removed today. Susan the Fat Fuck Foster says, retreat, Jason. I've unsubscribed. Check my channel. I give up. Yeah, right. You're a lying bitch. Casey says Hubcap Joe's is gay. Jared De Francisco says, great video. Jason should be thrilled that he has a trophy wife photoshopped here after he leaves the website. Really sinks in. And he realizes he is still with a nasty beast named Stephanie. Susan Foster says, listened again to the newest interview. Jason and Keith don't see my point. I've never asked Jason to remove his videos. Yada, yada, yada. You're a bitch. Let's talk about Susan Foster here, because we all know that this is a fake channel, yet Ebayisajoke continues to deny it and uses Susan Foster as a person who insists that she is for real. What do you think?
I'm not sure if Susan Foster is fake channel or not. All I do know is whoever he or she is needs to just leave you alone.
Okay.
And because she has messed up your podcast one too many times. Mm-hmm. And it's been harassing you just as much as Ebayisajoke is.
Right. But we all know that if you put 2 and 2 together within the writing, it is him. You would have to. You would. I'm not trying to tell you that you'd have to agree, but based on how it's read, because look at how people write things today.
Yeah.
And then look at how he's talked. Would you say that Ebayisajoke
It could be possible.
is Susan Foster?
Yeah, it could be possible.
But you could not. But you can't prove it yet.
No, not at all.
Okay. So we'll leave it at that. But once again, friends, it just goes to show you what Ebayisajoke is really capable of doing. And it's just this one video alone, he's already showing his true colors of threats, stalking, and harassing. So if Ebayisajoke wants to go on record and say that he never does any of this stuff, you, sir, are a fucking liar. And we said it right here on the Jason Decanio show.
And I've seen it. And whoever the person is that is trying to impersonate me, which I'm sure we will get to later, I have to actually laugh because you definitely do not know me.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I gotta say about that.
Yeah. Let's see. Of course, then he has to make a video of the first channel of the Queens New Yorker being canceled. What is your answer to that?
I think it's a load of bull crap about what happened with your channel, with your YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You haven't the only time you've ever used the Queens New Yorker channel recently is to be talking about the area of Queens.
Right.
Now, why it is that your YouTube channel got terminated is stupid. Nobody, and it just, I have no words to explain or to elaborate how stupid it was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's what YouTube is basically capable of doing if someone, and I can answer that one very simply. Ebayisajoke mass flagged with over 300 fake accounts, and he's going to deny that, oh, I never did this. I think that's a bunch of bullshit, Ebayisajoke. You're the only one who thinks that they can ruin me with fake channels, fake accounts, and the likes of. You don't have a vested interest in my channel, so you should have just stayed the hell off my channel to begin with. But you stuck your nose where it don't belong. You see, Ebayisajoke likes to stick his nose in everybody's business and think who the fuck he is. Well, I'll tell you who you are. You're nothing but a 450-pound fat loser from Canton, Michigan, with no job, no life, no respect for anything except your own fat image, which would break a mirror in two. Okay? That's how I see Ebayisajoke. Okay? Because he has deemed himself a target right now. You have a bullseye on you, basically, Ebayisajoke. You have made yourself the target of everything illegal. And if you want to be treated this way, it does not take anybody that long to do that, what you have done to them. Remember, you said it a long time ago, an eye for an eye. Well, how about we stick your foot in your mouth and that's it? You know? Let's look at another fake channel that he has, because I could tell you that there's a lot of fake channels out there. Let's take a look at Phil Guru, and you've heard about Phil Guru. That's him as well too.
Yeah. Seen some of the comments that was made.
Yep.
And it's like, I'm no. All I can say is that there's just something seriously wrong with this guy. Seriously.
Yeah. Seriously wrong. I can agree with you on that. Yeah, pretty much. It's with all that's been going on in the last year and a half with him against me and then bringing you into it, do you think you have been victimized in any which way, shape, or form, Stephanie?
Honestly, I think so, because he's trying, for two reasons. Number one, he's trying to drag me into a battle that I have nothing to do with. that I don't even want to be a part of. I'm trying to stay on the sidelines and just give you moral support and trying to help you get through this.
Mm-hmm.
But yet I'm being drugged in the middle of this, and now he's got somebody impersonating me, claiming a whole bunch of stupid stuff like I've left you long time ago, blah blah blah.
Well, that's basically him who said that. He's impersonating you. It's downright impersonation. One thing to clarify, friends, is that Ebayisajoke loves to impersonate and use fake names to write what he thinks, and anyone who's not paying attention to it would misinterpret that very easily. So the only people really out there who would not know what was going on and think that everybody else was saying crap about me are totally new people coming into the situation.
Exactly.
And for your safety, for your sake, and for your sanity, stay out of the battle between Ebayisajoke and the rest of us, because I guarantee you, you're only going to waste time and energy fighting a fight that unless you're been a victim of this and you want to fight. That's the only way you could possibly, be able to think that there is a serious problem with Ebayisajoke. And yes, there is a serious problem with it. I want your opinion on this. He has diagnosed me as a cyber terrorist. He has diagnosed me as someone who's mentally unstable. Pretty much everything in the book. What is your opinion of what he's been saying about me as far as the medical diagnosis?
Well, number one, he's pretending to be something he's not, which, in my opinion, wouldn't that be also considered impersonation? Because he's impersonating like a psychologist or something like that?
In other words, he's practicing without a license. He's making a diagnosis without any medical background to back it up.
Exactly.
All right. So to say that I have these mentally disturbing diseases that would cause my attitude towards him, I can answer that question and say that Ebayisajoke, because of your disrespect to me as an individual, that is the reason why I get pissed off at you. And you like it. Well, we know because you're a bully, and that's it. But let me tell you something, okay? You have to realize that any medical diagnosis that you make without a license, without any kind of medical practices to back it up, will be grounds for committing a crime, okay? Anything you say in that would diagnose a person just because of how they act towards a certain situation, okay, you cannot put a label on that, okay? And if you continue to do something like that, then you are violating the law. You are breaking this guy is a lawbreaker. We know it. And he thinks anything he says, because it's a freedom of speech, yet again, this guy abuses his freedom of speech, and you can agree with that as well.
Yes.
We all know that this individual, he has been diagnosed with the said things that have hit, and it's on record, okay? Everything he says against me, where's your medical records, jokester? Where are they? You cannot hold up a piece of paper with my private medical records unless you snuck into my doctor's office, stole the files, and then said, here they are, and physically threatened me with them. Okay? Now, Stephanie, what is your reaction to the way Keith Detweiler has come to our side in the last, I would say, 3 or 4 weeks?
Well, when it happened, I was actually quite surprised, and I was thinking to myself, I wasn't too sure about this because he did do this once before, but then went right back.
Mm-hmm.
And now that he's back on our side, I was skeptical at first, but I'm starting to what's the word I'm looking for here?
I'm starting to realize.
Yeah, I'm starting to
Realize.
starting to realize that that he is trying to change his ways.
Well, we'll just have to see what happens. Pretty
Yeah.
much. I mean, it's a matter of how.
It's going to take some time to.
Well, sure, because he at one time, what he was doing, because Ebayisajoke blackmailed him.
Yeah.
Now that's come out of, out of the open, and what Keith is doing now is basically humiliating Ebayisajoke, which is what is the only thing we can do right now. We cannot. We've already. Let's put it this way. The accusations against him have already been exposed. They've already been documented. And they're just waiting to be gathered up by law enforcement officials to get ready to put a case together. Okay? Mm-hmm. From here on out, this is pretty much humiliation tactics. Okay? Everything that Ebayisajoke says from here on out against me, against Keith, against you, against Joe, is just flat out, I hate your fucking guts. Go fuck yourself. That's what he's telling us. But he's saying it and humiliating us. So I have a message for you, Ebayisajoke. You go fuck yourself. Look yourself in the mirror and do something about your life. Because you know what? Until they slap the handcuffs on you, if this is the way you want to be treated, I have no problem whatsoever giving you that kind of disrespect. Really, I don't. I don't have a problem with it. If you want to make me your number one priority, Ebayisajoke, then I will make you the number one priority right now and put you out there as if you haven't had enough exposure already and you want more. Well, hey, here's your medicine, Betty. Come and get it, So, of the other allegation he had me on was cyber terrorism, and I can't, Stephanie, for the life of me, I can't figure out where he's going with cyber terrorism.
Me either. I would think that in order for you or for anybody for that matter to be a cyber terrorism, they would have terrorists. They would have to be way more knowledgeable with computers and the internet and all this other stuff. Neither one of us has that kind of knowledge.
I don't consider myself an expert of the internet with like hacking into anybody's websites or certainly trying to decode private codes or anything of that sort.
Me either. All I know as far as computers in general go, all I know is how to turn them on, access the internet so I can get on Facebook and check my emails, and then shut it down. That's it. Anything else, I'm staring at it like it's like anything else as far as computers go. It's like kryptonite to Superman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Pretty very.
Because I'm looking at it like, what am I supposed to do now? What is it doing? Like, for example, with my computer, when it starts slowing down, I don't know why. I'm just looking at it like, okay, why is it slowing down? Or when my Wi-Fi access starts screwing up. It could be any number of possibilities. I don't know. All I can do is just deal with it until it starts speeding up, or I just shut my computer down and just watch TV.
He's also accused me of posting rip-off reports about him.
How could that be possible?
Well, let me phrase it to you this way. When in the past 20 months, considering we've been dating, when did I ever write any kind of article about him? I don't write articles. Okay, so
you don't write articles. When have you ever had time to write anything?
Have you even seen this website called Rip-Off Reports?
Never even knew it existed until you saw it.
Yep. I mean, this is basically from Ed Kuhn, who we're going to talk about. This is from Team eBay Smear Campaigns.com website, which was made by Ebayisajoke and is run by Ed Kuhn of Clearwater, Florida. Let's play a little bit about this.
Friday, the 30th of May, 2014. I just wanted to go over these 3 rip-off reports that were filed. I think they're fraudulent, and I'll give you a reason why here in a second. Let's see. Let's go to the first one. April 21st, 2013. 995sunglasses.com. Okay. This is one of Ebayisajoke's websites that he sells sunglasses on, okay? They smeared that all over the net. 995sunglasses.com, the person's name, owner is 99 is a scammer, Canton, Michigan, okay? This was April 21st, 2013, okay? It's just interesting. Rip-off Report don't care. Okay, they're going to be running videos on this page. Where they got all kind of ads on here. So basically, they're going to get paid. There was a video here a little while ago. I guess they got it where it said it only play once. But says this was filed, by the way, by customer. The person's name was customer that filed this complaint, okay? I purchased several sunglasses from 995sunglasses.com. After several weeks, nothing came. Then I began to check on the internet to find out the owner, Charles Fitch, is a huge scammer. There is a website dedicated to him. Now, this kind of reeks like Matt Zolo, because we know Matt Zolo is behind this website here, okay? And he said he uses your name and address for identity theft, okay? So they're accusing him of identity theft. All
right, let's go ahead and stop this for a minute. And so based on what you heard so far from Ed Kuhn, who is what we like to call an accomplice to Ebayisajoke.
Or as I call him, a crony.
Yeah. What do you think the whole scheme of this thing was? Or where was he trying to go with this?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you because even I don't know what the whole point of that was.
So maybe do you think it was more of just an attention getter?
More likely, probably.
Something to just...
It probably was. Because, number one, neither one of us even heard of the website, and until a couple months ago.
Right.
So it's like
yeah, I would think that I in my opinion, when Doc made this video to try to expose the articles of who actually wrote them, what he failed to forget was that no one on our side knew about any of this website until it was actually exposed by Ed himself.
Exactly.
I can go on record and say that I never knew about ripoffreport.com until I actually went to the actual site to see what the heck was going on. And from what I saw a bunch of bullshit written by Ebayisajoke, hands down, using names, fake names. The dates were there, and he even posted his address on there. Like, really, you really want us to know where you live? Well, there you go. You just basically just gave yourself your address to be found. So, let's talk about, Stephanie, the bodily harm threat that he has accused me of against him, Ed Kuhn, and before Keith Detweiler came over to, that was basically the bullet to the head.
Supposedly, what they were claiming, which I know for a fact you're not even a violent type person that in that particular sense.
Mhm.
Like, and I go back to what I said earlier. If you were, we wouldn't even be together to this very day.
Yeah, if I knew I was of the unstable type, I'd go check myself in myself
Exactly.
to a place where I knew I wasn't a threat even to myself. So,
We probably wouldn't have even have met if that was the case.
yeah. So when you listened to the video that I did, what did I say? Did I say a bone to the mouth or a bullet to the head?
Honestly, I didn't even catch it, to be honest with you. So, because I couldn't even remember. I honestly don't even remember.
Well, I do have the video, friends, and I'm not sure under which name it was. Couldn't tell you. If I know that somewhere along the line it was a video that was at least 11 minutes long. So I do have an original copy of that video. Might be that one. I'm not sure. Couldn't tell you. If I had, and
Well, I could say that if you want, we can get back to that question at another time.
yeah, because I listened to it myself, and I clearly state a bone to the mouth, because why would I make the barking dog noises
Exactly.
and use bullet to the head after barking like a dog?
That just doesn't make any sense at all, to be honest with you. So
It's just
I would say it on. I would think it would be more what it could have been, and this is just my opinion. They are just trying to. They're wanting to hear what they're only hearing what they want to hear.
right.
That's all I could say as far as that goes. They're only hearing what they want to hear.
Well, and
They
yeah.
like to twist things around to make themselves look better. Because I've seen that happen so many times personally.
Mhm.
So that's what I'm thinking. They're just trying to twist it around to make themselves look good and make you look like the bad guy.
Well, of course. I mean, what Ebayisajoke is doing to all of us is trying to make us look like he's the innocent one here. And yet, to this day, I still do not understand where he's going with this. As far as I know, Ebayisajoke, you cannot prove that you are not guilty of this crap. Okay? You have shown us time and time again what you are capable of doing as far as your threats, your harassment, what you will do to people if they don't see your ways. Okay? Let's put it this way, Stephanie. He has threatened to put a shovel to my face, threatened to put the boxing gloves on and get me into the ring, and he said the only way he would wrestle me in the squared circle is if it was for a notable charity. What's your opinion on that?
Sounds like he's the one that's got issues, has the issues in this whole scenario. That's my opinion. From what I'm seeing on my end, he's got major issues, and all you're trying to do is just tell him to back off, leave you alone.
Yeah, and I've told them that on numerous occasions, but it's
Exactly.
like it's
and
like
it's
telling,
like going in one ear and out the other.
or it's just bouncing off a brick wall right back into my
Exactly.
face.
You'd probably get further talking to the brick wall than you would with this guy.
No, Ebayisajoke has just a bunch of wax in his ears, and he doesn't know how to listen to anybody else except his own words. And right now, his own words are basically going to bite him in the ass because, I don't know. I really don't know. Tell me your opinion about Joe DeMarco.
He's a pretty cool guy.
Do you think Joe is capable of harassing Ebayisajoke to the point of doing any bodily harm to him? Do you think Joseph would do what Ebayisajoke is accusing him of?
No.
Okay.
Not at all. He's more concerned about. He's more trying to just do his job, do his business, run his business, and help give people pointers on how to sell on eBay.
Mm-hmm.
Why would he want to waste time with Ebayisajoke? Why would Joe want to waste time with that guy?
Don't know. Don't really know. Well, let's go ahead and wrap up the interview. Do you have any final words, personal, for Ebayisajoke, a specific message you want to tell this dude?
Yeah, just a few words. Leave me the fuck out of this shit. I have nothing to do with this. I want to stay in the background. I'm neutral. I'm Switzerland here. Leave me alone. Seriously. Stop trying to impersonate me. Stop trying to drag me into this mess. Leave me and leave my boyfriend alone. That's it.
There you have it. You heard her, Ebayisajoke. Stay the fuck out of her life, man, or you will be answering to a higher authority, and it's not going to be the local police. It will be the FBI.
Stay the fuck out of all our lives.
What do you think? What could you possibly do? Would you file a complaint against him for stalking?
If he continues to try and drag me into this, then yeah, I would definitely consider it.
You heard her, Ebayisajoke. And wouldn't it be a big embarrassment to you to have stalking charges against a female? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. The law would move very fast in your little area there, buddy boy. So take this with a grain of salt. Leave the woman alone. She didn't do anything to you. And just because she's my girlfriend doesn't mean you have any right to treat her like a little speck of dust, okay? She's a human being just like you and just like me, okay? She expects respect from you because considering the fact that she wants this to end, okay? This is a no-brainer here, Ebayisajoke. This is something that you don't have to make a decision on and need 3 weeks to decide whether or not. If you cannot respect her demands, and she has demanded that you stop, if you cannot respect her demands, she will take the proper action against you. Thank you, Stephanie, for all your time for this interview. We really appreciate you coming forward with your various answers and comments and opinions about the whole